beautiful moms, I hope you're having a nice day. My name is Lau Yoga, and today I'll be sharing with you a sequence that will focus on how to relieve pain for the low back and if you have sciatica symptoms. So usually pregnant women experience low back pain very often. So from 50 to 80% of the moms, that's a very high number, and that's due to the influx of the hormone relaxin, increase of weight gain, and pressure on the sciatic nerve. But actually, sciatica is a condition that needs to be diagnosed even before pregnancy. So if you had that diagnosed before pregnancy, maybe you do have sciatica. But if it started during pregnancy, it's not a rule of thumb that actually you have sciatica. What happens during pregnancy is the piriformis syndrome that has sciatica symptoms. What happens here is that we have a tiny muscle called piriformis, and it's a deep muscle on our buttocks, and it's being put pressure towards the sciatic nerve, and that causes sciatica symptoms. So remember, the sciatic nerve is the longest peripheric nerve that we have in our body. So it brings all the sensations to our brain that our legs are feeling. And this nerve, and when you put pressure on it with our piriformis, you feel like a burning sensation going from the low back or maybe the buttocks all the way to your knee or your foot. And it can be on both sides or just one side. So what we want to do is that muscle piriformis, if it's too stiff, we want to elongate it to create some space for the sciatic nerve to go freely down and just to ease the pain. So this sequence won't magically disappear the low back pain, but it will help you ease it, and it will maybe make you feel better, especially if you do it every day or one day a week, twice a week. It will help a lot. Remember, during pregnancy we have days that we feel really good and some other days we just don't feel like doing much. So this is a very short sequence for moms that are busy and they just don't want to spend a lot of time doing tons of poses. So we're just going to settle our breath here. So 3 long breaths, relaxing your palms on your thighs, rolling your shoulders up, back and down. Breathing in and out. One more breath. And gently exhale. Beautiful. So what we want to do is to concentrate on our body to relieve the pain. So please join me in all fours. So your shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, looking down towards the floor. Spread your fingers. If you want more balance, keep your toes stacked. If not, you can relax them. Next time you inhale, bringing your right leg behind you, so straightening that leg. This is option 1. Option 2 will be to bend that leg and bring it to 90 degrees. So your foot is looking up towards the ceiling maybe. And we're here helping our hip flexors to find some sensation. Just bring your baby towards your body, hug into your baby, breathe in one more time, and relax down. Let's switch sides. Inhale, straightening the left leg behind you. And bending your leg, bringing it to a 90-degree position, and your foot is looking up. Beautiful. Breathe in and out. One more breath. And exhale, calm down. Open your knees a little bit, relax your forearms down, and relax your head down. For supported child's pose. Breathe in and out. And bring yourselves again into cat-cow. So we're gonna bring both arms pushing evenly close to our thighs and push yourself up into a kneeling position. Relax your hips down and come into your left side for deer pose. So your hips come down, your left leg stares forward, right leg stays back. So both are bent. If you need some support for your left hip, please place a cushion underneath your hip. This is option 1, which is deer pose. And we're just going to try to lean a little bit forward and find some stretch on the hips. So this is option 1. Option 2 will be placing again your cushion underneath your left hip, and this time instead of having the right leg bent, we're going to stretch it behind us, right? So start leaning a little bit forward and find the sensation on your hips, maybe your hip flexor. You can push the mat away from you to find yourselves into a straighter position. So if this does not feel right for you, don't do it. If it feels okay for you, you're welcome to join me. Breathe in and out here. Beautiful. And gently coming back to center. Coming to a seated position on your cushion, and we switch sides. We're going to the other side. Switch sides for deer pose, or join me in pigeon pose. So leaning a little bit forward again. Either pose, the one that you've chosen. Usually when it's deer pose, we tend to go more, leaning more towards an inclined position instead of really forward, because we have less space for our baby. Breathe in and out. And notice how your hips are doing. Noticing any new sensations as you breathe in and out through your nose. Relaxing your shoulders. Beautiful. And gently coming back into a seated position. So placing your cushion here and opening both legs to the sides. So your feet are looking up towards the ceiling. So what we want to do is to elongate our spine. So remember, poor posture is one of the main causes for low back pain during pregnancy. So try to always elongate your spine, roll your shoulders up, back and down. When you're sitting down in a chair, in the floor, especially you're on the floor, you want to have a cushion underneath your hips. So elongate your spine and start leaning towards the right side, opening your chest. You can stay where your shin is, or maybe grab your big toe and open your left arm up towards the ceiling. So this relieves a lot of low back tension. If you're in your second trimester, you might want to go a little bit deeper. Just make sure your sit bones are really grounded on your cushion. And you can stay here for 1 breath to 10 breaths. It's really up to you. If you find any tingling on your left hand, you can place your palm behind your low back, but still opening your chest, pushing the left shoulder back towards your wall, and gently coming back to center. Inhale, elongate your spine, relax both palms on your elbows, keep your legs strong, just make sure your knees are not being locked. And gently release both arms down. Start leaning towards the left side. So lean, lean, lean. If you can grab your big toe, that's fine. If not, stay where you feel comfortable. opening chest, opening shoulder. Your arm can be below, behind your low back, or up towards the ceiling for third trimester. And second trimester can go a little bit deeper, finding that nice extension. So you just see what works best for your body. And we stay here for a few breaths. And gently coming back to center. We're doing a few more poses. So we move both legs together and removing the cushion from your hips. We're coming into all fours. And from here, we're gonna bring the left leg outside of your left foot. So step forward your left leg and push evenly both palms. So option to stay here and just press a little bit towards the left leg. So what we don't want to is put a lot of pressure and the low back has a lot of tension, right? We just want to find a nice sensation here of pressing towards the left leg, scissoring the inner thighs towards each other. Breathe in and out, make sure your shoulders are up and back. So we're not here, we're here, yeah. Back your right toes for more balance. Beautiful. And placing both palms inside of your left leg and moving back and forth. So you might find some sensation on your hips. Yeah, and that's what we want to do. We want to stretch a little bit there, just hug into your baby. And next time you stay forward, try to stay there. If it's a lot of tension or if it's a lot of sensation, don't do it. So you shouldn't feel really tension, but is that your case? Please come out of the posture. Breathe in and out. If you have blocks, maybe you can use the blocks underneath your palms. And gently pressing your palms down, stepping back with your left leg and just wiggling your hips from side to side, moving them to release any sensation that we still have. And we're going to step forward with your right leg outside of your right foot, pushing evenly and finding our low lunge, placing palms on your waist or on your right thigh. Make sure your legs are working, they're strong, shoulders up, back and down a few times. Beautiful. So option to stay here, maybe leaning a little bit forward with all your body. And placing both palms inside of your right foot. If you need blocks, please use your blocks and start moving back and forth without your knee going beyond your toes. So we don't want to create any tension on your knee. And you might find some sensation on your hips. Yeah, just noticing, breathing in and out as we do this. And you can stay here for a longer period of time if that feels good for you. And inhale, push evenly, come back with both palms, and we're coming with the right foot into a kneeling position, bringing both hips down towards your heels. Inhale deeply, both arms go all the way up. So once we're here, we're just moving to the right side, palms together, press your palms towards each other. Come back to center and let's go to the other side. Inhale deeply, come back to center and relax both arms to the sides. We're doing one last pose. So coming every time you lay down, try to come on your side, not sit up or lay down on your back like this, because that creates some tension in your belly. So we're doing just one more posture. So rolling and coming into your back, extending both arms to the sides. And placing your feet very close to your hips, we're gonna drop both legs to the right side and looking towards the left side. Breathe here with me for a few breaths and enjoy the sensations on your low back, maybe on your hips. And gently coming back to center, we're going to the other side, and right arm extends more, so we have more space for our shoulders. Looking towards the right side. And gently coming back to center. Placing both palms down and rolling onto the right or left side for supported Shavasana. So if you have a cushion for your head and another one for your knees, that'll be great. Placing one palm on your baby, the other one beside your cushion. And closing your eyes, breathing in and out. And this is Shavasana or supported Shavasana. Just to settle the body, relax our mind, our emotions. Stay here for as long as you want.